So, I guess first off, I just want to start off by saying thank you to everybody that hopped onto the AMA today. Um, I know there's been a lot of stuff going on just in crypto in general. Not the best couple of weeks, um, and just want to let everybody know. Like, I know it's been a little bit quiet. I personally, I know I haven't been in the Discord a whole lot. Just kind of, little transparency. I've been kind of dealing with a lot of stuff, personal life, between work and just life in general. So it's been a bit tough for me to stay in the Discord and stay super active, but still been in communicating with the team and whatnot. But yeah, really appreciate everybody who's here, and just kind of wanted to give that little clarification, put that out there just so everybody knows I'm still around. I'm not trying to go anywhere. Just been having to deal with a few little things outside of the project. But yeah, I guess we'll go through. I know there's a few questions in the AMA questions channel. I'll go through a few of them. Like I mentioned, I just kind of stepped outside at a restaurant right now since my wife decided to come out to dinner, because my sister-in-law just got back into town. So I'll go through these a bit, and then we'll try to go through some quick announcements as well. Or I guess, I don't know, Brandon, I saw you're on here. I don't know if you want to start off if there's anything you want to start off with, or you're good with going through a few of the AMA questions first. I can't hear you. All right, I'll go through a few of the questions. Okay, so I know, so the first few questions that we have on here are related to NodeGrid. We all know what happened, unfortunately, last week or so. As far as the first question is, what's the plan to recover from NodeGrid? Is there any way to check our increased chances by not winning? So as far as the recovery from NodeGrid, one of the things I will say is just overall, obviously the crypto market hasn't been doing too hot this last week, so I can't really say there's been much recovery, just because overall it's just been downhill. But one of the highlights I will say is that we wanted to make sure we put some of the money that we did have available into something more stable. So we made some investments into from the pool that we set a few days ago. We made our investment into Horde and some into Great Finance as well. Horde has been doing pretty solid. We have 7 plots in there now. I mean, based on the way their protocol works, they kind of have their prices within a range. So even in this downtrend, it's still been. I mean, right now it's at 101, so it's still been maintaining its range between 99 and 112. So right now, that's one of the things we're going to focus on. The funds that we do have available, as we can, we'll probably go and make more plots there. Since we've all seen that's kind of one of the more stable investments, stable projects overall in the market right now. Question 2 was, can the NodeGrid winners be added back in as non-winners? I know there was an announcement already, but just so everybody's aware, before last week's giveaway drawing, I went into the contract, and we do have a transaction there or a function that allows us to remove the times the NFT has won. So I went ahead and did that for the NodeGrid winners already. So all the NodeGrid winners are back to as if they hadn't won. Another question was, are we looking at any investments outside of crypto, whether that be as angel investors or traditional trading that can be converted back into stable coin as a payout? We've definitely talked about different options, but I will say it's just definitely a few hurdles as far as trying to make any investments outside of crypto. Uh, you know, between obviously the biggest one is making sure that all the community's on board and there's a trust and everything, which hopefully that's not necessarily the biggest issue. But I know in this specific question, it was like the mention of traditional trading that can be converted back, uh, and just with that, it just a few more hurdles as far as the whole taxes and everything that comes with those trades specifically. So there's quite a few hurdles to get to that point, but definitely something that the team will be discussing a little bit more, and we'll see what we can come up with. So there's a question as far as investing in Titano or Titano Force or even Sphere. We'll keep an eye on them, but I think for now, uh, even all Titano and Force and Sphere have also been getting hit pretty hard with the current market conditions. So we'll just have to keep an eye on them, see how everything plays out the next few weeks or months. Honestly, there was a question about whether we will be adding a stats page to the main web page to see who's already won. That'll be something we do add. Right now, Thirsty has been dealing with some personal life things as well, so he hasn't been able to make much progress on that, but it's definitely something we'll be adding. Let's see. There's a couple other ones, one related to the rarity of the bulls, if the bull rarity is going to be used in the future. Yeah, eventually we will be looking on ways to include that into the benefits, but for right now at our current stages, it's not coming into play yet. So the last one here, quite a few questions. I'm gonna let somebody else read this one out. So I can... Brandon, are you still? Were you able to fix your mic? I don't think so. Okay. All right. Let's see. So essentially, the question says, "Buy the dip. I know Asgardian Bulls Club is about prizes to holders, but with the market being down, I see a big opportunity if we have capital to invest in projects now, and of course, with some fundamental strategies. For example, buying post confirmation upswing, etc., higher low, following higher lows in price." So one of the things, as I mentioned earlier, we put a good chunk of money into Ford. Uh, as of right now, I don't think we have a whole lot more to put into other projects. We're going to let Ford grow a bit, see how that investment continues to grow and compound into a few more plots, and then we'll probably move from there. But we'll have to see. And I just got a text message from my wife. So, Ricardo, I don't know if you're. I see you're on the stage. I don't know if your mic is good.
Hello.
Oh, there you go.
Go.
There you go. Nice. All right. Um, Brandon, I don't know if you're able to go ahead and tag in because, like I said, wife just texted me to see where I was at, so I might not be able to stay out here much longer.
Yeah, you're good, bro. I'll take over from here.
All right, sounds good. Sorry, I can't stay around to answer the community questions that are if anybody comes on stage. But again, thanks everybody for coming out for the AMA. Really appreciate the continued support, and I'll definitely be around. I'll try to be around more in the Discord as well. Once things settle down a little bit at work, I'll definitely be in here a little bit more. So you guys have a good afternoon. I'm gonna head back in to have dinner. You have a good one.
Can y'all hear me now? Okay, sweet, nice. All right, I don't know what's up with my mic. I don't know why it does that every now and then, but it's pretty annoying. But yeah. So going back to our investments, we did put out a proposal to the community the other day. It's made up by Ricardo. It's our variable compounding strategy. Some of these projects are not performing very well, so we're going to take a higher distribution away from some of these projects that are not, or that we're down on, and basically start moving some of those funds over to different projects that are doing better. One of those main projects, like Pedro is talking about, is Horde. Horde has something called a liquidity management protocol, and what that protocol does is make sure that price is within a stable range. Um, if you guys are paying attention to the market, it's one of the only projects right now that is doing really, really good. I mean, the thing looks like a damn stable coin. So that's one of the projects that we're going to be focusing on right now. Other than that, we're going to be building our stable coins up, not UST. I know that might hit deep to some people out there. I don't know. Maybe a little bit too soon for UST jokes, but yeah, we will be building those up. Just I think everybody knows overall market conditions really rough right now. So we really want to build into stable projects and start building our stables up. So we can take advantage of some of these prices whenever we feel things are becoming a little bit more stable. We definitely expect this market to keep trending downwards for more than a few months. We're paying attention to the Bitcoin repeat cycle right now, and that pretty much goes all the way into November. So that's one of the things we want to do is really just build up on some of our projects that are doing better in our stable coins. Let's see. Let's go back to some of these questions, these AMA questions. Let's see. By the dip, limit prize payments to holders with specific market conditions requirement. Sorry guys, that's a lot to read right there. I might have to come back to that. Let's see. I guess we could start taking some questions right now. I'm just getting off the beach, so I got some paddle boards today, so I didn't exactly have a list planned. I had no idea that Pedro was going to have his I think was sister in town or something like that. So if anybody has any questions from the audience, you feel free to come up on stage and we can go from there. Right. Well, so another thing that we have going on is our Gods of Asgard breeding service. I put together some initial plans and some initial numbers. Those numbers are looking pretty good. We feel like that we can breed all the way up until tier 6, and everybody can pretty much get a good profit off of that. Tier 6 is a little bit iffy. It really just depends. We're all in profit, but we don't know if it'll be worth anybody's time to actually do at tier 6. But Gods of Asgard drops here in a couple weeks, and we will be getting some more details out to the community. I know we have some Odin holders. I bet more than a few Odin holders. Guys are pretty lucky. We got some Thor holders out there. We really think it's be only really be worth it to do those two NFTs to breed. So we'll stick with those. And then speaking of Gods of Asgard, you think a lot of people here, most of the people in the audience, probably seen our 3D bull teaser that we put in our sneak peeks tab. We have our 3D bull coming up. It should be finished here within a few days, and I know a little bit of rumors floating around that it's for our P2E game. It's definitely not for our P2E game. It'd be pretty badass if we had something like that, but we definitely do not. I don't want to mislead anybody and have people think that we're coming up with some badass P2E game. We definitely want to come up with something really cool for the community, but that has nothing to do with it. That has to do with Gods of Asgard. We are going to be having a bull in Gods of Asgard as, you know, maybe an action figure, or maybe, you know, somebody like a bull strolling around town or in the wild or something along those lines. And then hopefully, maybe down the line, possibly make it as a playable character. As of right now, there's only the 4 NFTs that are, you know, the Heimdall, the Freya, Thor, and Odin that are playable in the game right now. But later down the line, hopefully they'll expand their character selection, and maybe we could get a bull in the game. I think it'd be pretty sweet. Bull's looking pretty good right now, and we should be able to have that full teaser out to you guys pretty soon. Uh, what's the last thing y'all heard? Was I able to talk about our 3D bull? Okay, nice. All right, good deal. That's really all I can think of off the top of my head at the moment. If anybody has any questions about the market conditions or any questions about the Asgardians Bull Club, uh, feel free to come up on stage now. If y'all don't have anything, we could end this AMA pretty early. Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. That was one of the things I was thinking about earlier. It totally slipped my mind. But yeah, we do have our P2E games. Wind Blast should be coming up here pretty soon, and as soon as we get those going, those will be included in the giveaways. So we'll definitely be expanding our number of winners and the different projects that will be rewarded. Um, yep. Nice. All right, guys. Does anybody have anything else? I know Mastermind's gonna continue doing his competitions and his poker tournaments and all that good stuff. We'll try to keep the community engaged as much as possible. Come up with some fun stuff for y'all and some rewards outside of the giveaways. Um, but if nobody else has anything, Ricardo, Mastermind, y'all have anything to add into here?
I don't think so. I don't believe so. I'm around. I'll be here. I'll can't wait for some poker on Saturday.
Yeah, that's right. There you go. You got the send notes hoodie on there. Definitely got to get that off gray one. Off gray one is sweet, and I need that. Definitely don't need it right now. It's a nice 85 degrees here in Florida, but it will definitely be snagging one and for the wintertime. All right, guys. Well, does anybody have any questions right now? If not, we'll wrap things up. But if anybody has any questions, now's your time to hop up on stage. Yeah, if you guys think of any questions later on, feel free to drop them in the AMA question tab or the questions for the team tab, and we'll make sure to get back to them. But yeah, yeah, there's definitely. I mean, especially in the questions for the team, we'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. So, all right, guys, appreciate y'all coming out. We're working hard in the background. Marcus nasty right now. Um, just just hang in there with us. We're making moves to bring some stable projects to you guys and some stable rewards. So, all right, guys, appreciate y'all coming out. Y'all have a good night. Um, talk to y'all in the Discord.
Easy, bull fam.